We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. On play action, Lawrence. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Brings up second and 5. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Killer Farley. And the Titans are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Off play action, Curtis. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Curtis. Open man is McMahon. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On 4th down, Curtis. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command. not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely look to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
To throw on second down, Curtis. And his throw is going to be incomplete. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Down to the 25. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Looking to throw. Curtis. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Racy McMath, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How
about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Curtis. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now Lawrence on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think, you know, in your mind.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And it's a Titans touchdown. Racey McMath with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Titans have taken the lead. Sly on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked up by Kevin Farley. And the Titans are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They go play action here on first down. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Off the play fake. Curtis. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Jaguars are going to get the football back at their own 17. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammate's going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he'll take this this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Second and 4. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. And incomplete on a deep ball.
And I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
On the ready. 56 at the mark.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Curtis. That's caught by McMath. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll run with Scott. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and, boy, they were successful.
Back to throw. Curtis. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Got an open man. It's Scott. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion, but this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. From midfield now, Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 36. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Part of what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Josh Allen. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Here's Scott. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. On 3rd down, it's Scott. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what?
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and the Jags force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And Hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go again with Scott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now Scott. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that's caught inside the 35.
Do what we do.
Touchdown, Titans. Racey McMath. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offense.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 41. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Flushed out right. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Someone moved, flag is out, that's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
I'm coming after you.
Now a give, right side. It's Scott, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a full 8 yards. It sets him back for 2nd down.
Let's go. 70 Lions. Buffalo 18.
Looking to throw. Curtis. He'll let this go for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you
and my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. A throw over the middle, taken in. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. To throw again on second down. Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead will swell by one more.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On first down, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Young. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line.
Lawrence going to throw again.
He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Travis Etienne.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Titans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Curtis.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On 4th down, Curtis. Over the middle, complete. That's Bradley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on first down. Curtis.
He'll get this out wide to Scott.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And it's a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. Looking to throw. Curtis. He completes it to Julio Jones. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. Touchdown, Titans. Julio Jones, 49 yards. And the Titans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. Slide for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. On third down, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Young. And all the way down to the 39. A big play that time for Jacksonville. At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Here we go. 56. Hey, Alpha. 56. Check 56 now.
They'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
On the set. 6. Minus 56. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On first and 10, it's Lawrence. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again on second and 10. Lawrence got his man complete over the middle. It's Willis. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And they'll run with ETN. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Forced out to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, and he's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And a dump off here to Robinson. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Lawrence to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Titans, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.